Don't you love it when things are both easier and more affordable? Like when the rain washes your car for you. Or like when you save up to 10% by bundling your renters and auto insurance with USAA. Bundle with USAA and start saving. Get a quote today.
Hello, and welcome to Unequal Sequel.
Extra.
I was literally about to say on another slice.
Oh, no,
that's not what we're doing. Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to the second episode of 2025, but the first episode we've recorded in 2025.
Could you tell we're somewhat out of practice?
I feel like we've had a nice break.
Yeah, we have had a nice break. But we both sat down at the start and were like, oh, we forgot how to podcast.
It was, yeah. It's a bit weird because it's the first Monday we're recording that we haven't released an episode for a while. It's, that end of season when we've done all 12 episodes and the best of.
Yeah.
And then it comes to a Monday and you're like, I've got nothing to... Oh. And I haven't spoken to you two in a few days.
No.
We've had both a busy period and stuff like that. So, let's try this thing they call podcasting.
Yeah, this
and
is a
see
thing.
see if we can make some magic out of the next 35 minutes of us chatting about another sequel. Which is another heads up, we are still in 2024 sequels, 2025 sequels will start February, basically.
Well, yeah, there aren't any in January, are there?
There aren't any. We've got a few more to catch up of, and then we'll do our big yearly roundup and the big yearly look forward to and stuff like that in a couple of weeks. Because we did Mufasa, the Lion King last week. Mm-hmm. We're doing Sonic the Hedgehog 3 this week, and we are doing Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul next week. And then the big yearly roundup where we guess what's going to happen in 2025. And we'll get it wrong like we do every year. So it's exciting.
There'll be something that we talk about coming in 2025 that gets put back to 2029 or something ridiculous.
I was just going over the list of sequels I think are coming out, and I think there's currently 31, 32.
It's quite a few.
A few of them haven't got dates at the moment. One is Zootopia 2 or Zootropolis, whatever we're calling it.
Okay. They've been talking about that for ages, haven't they?
Apparently it's on the schedule for 2025, but
okay.
I haven't seen any stills or anything or trailers or any,
No.
I think they did say something about it in the last D23. So who knows?
I saw a trailer for Bad Guys 2 the other day.
I did as well.
George will be happy about that. That's his favourite.
My wife was very excited for that. Anyway, let's stick to 2024 and let's stick to Sonic the Hedgehog 3. The third movie out of this franchise of Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sega character, the very famous guy. We're also including the Knuckles TV series from Paramount Plus.
Which I've watched.
So have I.
And I thought it was quite good. I enjoyed it.
I wanted to be up to date on my Sonic lore before Sonic the Hedgehog 3, so I went and watched it. It was fine.
I watched it months ago because my son wanted to watch it. So, yeah. And I think I enjoyed it more than he did.
And he's the fan, right?
Yeah.
So we'll do this normal way we do this. Rich, you're going to do a synopsis of Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Yeah.
He really hates doing synopsis of the other two. So I'm going to start out not asking them.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, are you ready? Are you available?
No. I do not want to do that. I'm just glad. I was just ready for you to tell me that I had to.
Well, if you can do it, that'd be great.
No, I couldn't.
Okay, so Sonic the Hedgehog 3, where are we?
We find out, this isn't a spoiler because we found out at the end of Sonic 2, but we find out that another hedgehog has landed on Earth in the 1970s and has been kept in suspended animation by what they called Gun, I think.
Gun.
Yeah, they're not a real thing. They're, it's a made up thing. Anyway, and after 5 decades, he wakes up for some reason because his computer's hacked by what looks like Robotnik.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, he breaks out. Confrontation with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. They realise he's very powerful. His name's Shadow. He wants to get revenge on everyone. And he's very, very strong. So the three end up having to join forces with Dr. Robotnik, who isn't dead. You know, they think he might be. They think he's dead. I think we don't. I think at the end of the credits we know he's not. From Sonic 2 we know he's not, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I think
they always leave it open for Jim Carrey to come back.
Living in a crab under the sea.
Under the sea.
Eating food and watching telly, basically.
Yeah.
So they line up, join up with Dr. Robotnik to try and save the world from Shadow. And I don't know if I can say much more without spoilers.
No, I think that's pretty good.
I think that's about it, really.
I think that's good. Out of the two of us, I would say you'll be more down with the Sonic lore at this point, little boy.
Yeah, I've got a 9-year-old boy who's very much in Sonic, who loves Shadow.
Yeah, I remember having that conversation with him.
His favourite item of clothing is a Shadow T-shirt. He's very... Yeah.
So you went and saw this because, you know, he doesn't go to cinema, but no. I guess he's excited to watch this.
Yeah, he'd very much like to watch it. In fact, I think the last time we tried to go to the cinema was for Sonic 2.
It was. That was the big, yeah.
Yep. That was the final straw. Although I'm pretty sure we tried for the Mario movie, so I'm not sure which came first.
Oh, yeah, there was the Mario movie as well.
Anywho. It's all
computer
good.
Games.
Yeah, one of them things. I mean, we'll never know. We might try again for the Minecraft movie or something. And not make
he loves
it to
Minecraft.
that either. Yeah, he does. So I'm sort of down with the Sonic lore-ish, although I do tend to switch off when he monologues at me about stuff sometimes. I'll be honest.
So do you know anything about Shadow? Because I know nothing, because this is past my era now of Sonic knowledge.
All I remember from the games is Shadow was like a tough bad guy Sonic.
Right.
I think that's all I knew before going into this movie.
And we are quite fair and kind to the Sonic films, I would say, the last two, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think we kind of understand what they are. They are very much not made for us and for a younger audience who would get very excited.
Movies, basically, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're kids' movies, and occasionally for people that played the video games to just watch and go, oh, I remember that, you know. Yeah,
which are passable and a little bit fun, and something the parents can stand watching.
Exactly.
I imagine. And there are some jokes to be had, and it is colourful. And
90% of this movie is Jim Carrey acting with himself. Because there's none of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow aren't real. The other human character other than Jim Carrey is like his assistant, and they're split up for most of it. And he plays two human characters, not to spoil it too much.
Yeah.
So it's basically just Jim Carrey on screen most of the time.
Oh yeah, because the James Marsden and his partner character don't have a lot to do.
No.
In this one,
I sort of think that's fine. You know.
Are you at that point now?
They're at that kind. They're the parents, aren't they? We should be concentrating on the kids rather than the parents in this kids' movie. I think it's fine. They're not in it that much. You know, they're there for kind of a bit of sage advice when it's needed, and a bit of kind of emotional support when required. But otherwise, don't really need them.
Okay, that's good to know. And the first and second one, which would you say is the better out of those two so far?
Oh, 1 and 2? I think it's quite close. I think we said it was an equal sequel, didn't we?
Let me check the charts.
Oh!
So, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was episode 42 extra.
Was it now? Okay.
And we're now on, this is 188 or something now.
Wow, that's
and we both called them equal sequels.
Yeah.
And we gave Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I gave 4 out of 7, and you gave 4.5 out of 7.
We might have been a bit harsh on that, but
I don't know. We did. It did come off the back of Morbius, so if anything, we might have gone in favourable because the week before we sat through an awful movie.
Yes, true.
So going into this, what were you feeling? Were you excited? Were you looking forward to Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
I wasn't massively excited, I'll be honest. I thought, it's going to be fine. It's just it's a kids' movie, and I'll just watch it, and it'll be fine. I was ready for a big, CGI fest. There might be a couple of chuckles in there, but there won't be. It's not something I'm actually going to be watching. It's not something I would watch at the cinema if we weren't doing this podcast. Let's put it that way.
Okay. And yeah. And what did you get?
I think it was fine. I think it was all right. It's all right. You know, these movies know what they are. You know, they play to kids. Funnily enough, I was literally surrounded by teenagers when I went to watch it. Teenagers in front of me, teenagers to the side of me. There's just loads of teenagers. And that could be because I went to watch it like 8 o'clock in the evening.
Right.
So, because I thought, there won't be loads of kids there and I won't feel weird if I go and watch it 8 o'clock in the evening. So that was just loads of teenagers watching it. And they were reasonably fine. But yeah, I think it was all right. It was okay. I did, the couple of guys in front of me, when it got to the credits, they were like, do you know if there's an end credit scene? I was like, there is. I've looked it up, but it's not going to. I was like, it's not going to be worth it.
I don't know.
We'd seen the mid credits by that point, and we were waiting for the end credits.
Oh, okay.
So, they were like, oh yeah, do you know? I was like, there is one. I know there is, but I don't think it's going to be worth it.
And then did you promote the podcast?
I didn't promote the podcast, no. I didn't explain why I was a lone middle-aged man watching Sonic, sat in the corner. I feel I should wear a t-shirt every time I go. I'm like, I'm doing this for a review.
Yeah.
This is reviewing this movie. This is my job. Ish. Oh, it is now. It's my only job now.
Yes, this is your job. You're a podcaster. Well done, Rich. Yeah, I went to see it, had my wife with me, and there was small kids. It was a very young audience, and they chuckled and laughed and happy throughout. So I think it was hitting the right beats. I think, like you, it's very much fine and fluff, and you know, it's colourful and it's fun, and the Sonic does stuff, and Knuckles is funny, and Tails goes around, and then you know, Kerry comes into it again, and the man must love these films because he really does go.
I mean, he does. Yeah, it's proper Jim Carrey, isn't it?
There's a dance sequence in the middle of this that I was not ready for.
I was not, but I enjoyed very much.
Yeah, I was like, this is making me laugh. Yeah. Chemical Brothers, Galvanize.
I know, right?
Jim Carrey doing a duet dance with himself. I was like, okay, let's go. I'm in this. It was good. I enjoyed it. The storyline's quite good. I mean, we've now got 4 of these furry characters flying around. Maybe one too many at this point. I'm not quite sure. And then there's a possibility of more coming.
There's more.
Yeah. And yeah, I thought it played quite well. There's certain bits, like an adult-wise, I believe. I would like to know a bit more about Shadow's background.
Yeah, me too.
Or where his powers come from. That is not described at all.
No.
I get it, he's powerful, but he has these rings on his wrist.
Yeah,
that
they don't mention.
Not once
no.
Get described. And I was like, I'd like just something. Just Sonic to go, hey, look at that. That's from something I recognise. Or, you know, I have to say it's a very predictable film.
But, completely.
You know, I haven't got a problem with that. I remember coming out I went to a press screening of the first one. It was one of those Sunday morning ones when they play at like 8 o'clock in the morning in London. And I remember coming out going, hey, that's a great kids film. Enjoyed that very much. Kids are going to love it. And then a lot of the critics were like, 2 stars. I was like, I believe they're trying to think this is Cape Fear or something. I'm not understanding how you go around reviewing a movie like this. I think we're struggling reviewing a film like this because I think it hits its target audience. It's not made for a 40, we can both say this, men in their 40s now.
No.
Right?
We are both in our 40s now, yeah.
We're both in our 40s now. So we're not the target audience.
I mean, we sort of are a little bit.
That is true.
Millennials are, because the people that played the Sonic games originally are sort of the audience. I'm not saying we're the primary audience, but we're certainly the secondary audience. You know, they're certainly made for parents to bring their kids to, for the kids to watch the movie and the parents to occasionally go, oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Like the bit when the big bass thing at the end, the moustache comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like all the Robotnik.
Yeah, exactly.
End bosses.
Yeah.
I laughed. I thought, pleasant, nice. When he goes yellow, brilliant. The rings, great. I was always Tails back in my game. So, because I always see myself as the supporting character and never the leading man, even in my own story. I also like when the Sega comes up at the beginning and it shows all the old games. I'm thinking, when are we going to get all these games?
Yeah.
When are we going to get like
where's our Golden Axe
game?
movie?
Come on, I was like, I want that one. Or
Streets of Rage movie.
I think a Streets of Rage movie would be really good. I think it would be fun. But I think you could make it more adult than Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes.
3.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But what did you think of the voice work this time and all that, and the animation?
I think it's all fine. I think the animation's fine. I mean, there's nothing offensive. There's nothing that blew me away, but there's nothing that put me off either. I think it's as a movie, it really does scream fine. It's fine, but with a smile on my face. Like, not like, oh, it's fine. No, it's fine.
And we have had both on this podcast.
Yes.
There's no CGI that's jarring in any way. It's all quite smooth.
Yeah. It's all
the characters
all right,
look fluffy and playful and unscary compared to that first design. Do you remember that first design of Sonic they did?
With the teeth.
the teeth. What film did he come back in?
Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
That was it. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Ugly Sonic.
Yeah, I don't know how he got away with that, but it was good. Yeah, there was points of it like I enjoyed. There was even a bit that grabbed me a little bit, like that was emotional a little bit. It was a whole shadow friend stuff. I thought that was all good. It's kind of a different movie compared to what's happening with the other Robotnik.
Yeah, it is. Like, I don't get that. I don't know, it's weird.
It is a bit weird.
So our Dr. Robotnik from the other movies doesn't know who his parents are, right?
It's in the trailer, so you can probably tell.
Oh, okay. So, but his granddad shows up, basically.
Yeah.
Played by Jim Carrey.
Yeah, madly.
Madly. And he's very accepting of that straight away, like without kind of, I don't know, it's weird, right? It is
weird because one storyline's quite dark and sensible, and then you've got Jim Carrey playing an older Dr. Robotnik and doing dancing and stuff like that. It is what it is, and you can't complain at our age.
It is a bit jarring in places, but that's a kid's film. It can't be too emotional, can it? Like, the kids will get sad.
And they didn't. And as soon as Sonic goes yellow, it gets fun again, and there's lots of, ring noises and...
I did find... There were places where I was just a little bit... I was getting a little bit like, oh, I've had enough of this now.
That's because it's too long.
It is too long, definitely. It is too long. And I think, like... There's a few characters that are a bit kind of pointless and wasted in there. Like there's Kristen Ritter as like the director of Gun. She's basically not like pointless. And I think at this point James Marsden and Tika Sumpter their characters are pretty superfluous at this point as well.
That's what you're saying earlier, yeah. But the Kristen Ritter character is a strange one.
It is a strange one, isn't it? Because she's a good actor and I don't know. Like, she wasn't really... I thought she was going to be some sort of bad guy or something important, and...
She's just dropped halfway through the film.
Yeah, she comes back in for no reason. Yeah, disappears again. I don't know. Yeah, it's all a bit rubbish, really.
It's a bit shame. I'm also wondering why Shadow got on a bike at one point when he can run fast, but, small points, I guess, at this point.
That is a bit weird, isn't it? I guess maybe he was feeling tired.
Yeah. Did you think that Keanu Reeves matched the character?
I liked Keanu Reeves as Shadow. I think he's serious enough and John Wicky enough to play that serious side of the character. But then when it gets fun, he sort of hits... He's comedy enough to hit some comedy beats.
You're a colourful bunch.
Yeah, exactly. Like Revenge Guac.
Yeah. I thought it was great casting. I think all the voices are really good. I think Ben Schwartz is great as Sonic.
Absolutely. For me, I think other than Jim Carrey, I do think that what's his name, Keanu Reeves is the standout. I would say. But Idris Elba's good as Knuckles. Like it did do the thing that I hate whenever a movie comes to England, and it's like London.
Yes.
And then they land in
Tower
a street
Bridge.
and there's fucking Union Jacks everywhere. And I'm like, you've never been to London in your life.
I did look at my wife when they popped up in London. I was like, oh, I wonder what part of London they're going to show. Big Ben.
Yeah. All the sights.
It's just like Spider-Man again.
Yep. Not like
Spider-
Gremlins 3.
Not like our Gremlins 3, guys.
If you haven't listened to that yet, go and listen to it.
Absolutely. Do you want to do the box office first?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I know this just celebrated, all three films just went over the $1 billion mark. Which
Oh, really? It's gone over $1 billion, has it? Oh, no, all three together.
Three together.
Oh, right, okay.
I was like, not just the first one.
Blimey.
Currently, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is at 336 million.
That's
with
all right.
with a budget of 122 million. So that's nice.
Yeah, that's all right. That's a profit, isn't it? Which is all you can hope for in this day and age. Really?
Well, it's done it well enough to get a fourth, which is good because they really tease it at the end. If you are going to see it with your kids, you will have to wait until the end. I know Rich says the last one doesn't matter, but if you're a completist, it does link on to the fourth.
Yeah, well, I hope it does, because otherwise it was very pointless.
It's not the longest credits I've ever sat through, luckily.
No.
Rotten Tomato game, then. We're going to do all three.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Right, good. Oh, we did get a little cameo from Wade Wilson, didn't we? Is it Wade Wilson?
It's Wade. No, that's Deadpool.
That's Deadpool, yeah. Wade
Ripple.
Something. Wade Ripple, that's it.
Or Whipple.
And the guy from what's the guy from Lonely Island was in the start as well.
Yeah, I thought I recognised him.
His character had a really weird name. I can't remember.
Let me go to cast and see if he pops up.
I just remember him going, "Oh, Lonely Island guy," and then that said like his character's name on his shirt. It's like,
You're right. Good spot. His name is Kyle Lancebottom.
yes, that was it, Lancebottom. And then did you notice what's his name from Ted Lasso popped up as well? Cristo Fernandez. Like, yeah,
That's the soap opera actor.
That was quite fun.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I sat there. It was like, this is harmless. There's nothing to hate.
No.
I didn't get angry at all at any point of this.
No, I'd got a bit bored in places, I think.
Yeah.
But that's fine. It's a kid's film.
I'm okay with that compared to some of the things we've watched recently. And, after Mufasa, and you think something's doing well and then it doesn't do well. And you want to be happy. And I was pleasant and surprised. And I was unoffended by any of it, and I had sweets, and I was watching a movie, and it was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
It's a very hard film to talk about, guys. Let's talk Rotten Tomatoes then. Okay,
yes.
So the first one, Sonic the Hedgehog. Critics.
The critics really didn't like it, did they? Which is weird because I thought it was all right. So I'm going to go pretty low. 58.
64.
Oh, I was going to fucking say 64.
You should have done. Our audience for that one?
The audience will be higher. I reckon about 81.
93.
Oh, okay. Yeah, much higher.
Yeah.
I think audience more correct than critics on that one.
I don't know if it's quite 93, but it's higher than 64.
But it's higher than 64. I think if you go in between, you're in the right place.
Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
This is a hard one. I don't remember critics panning this one quite so much. 67.
69.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Popcornometer.
Yeah, whatever that fucking thing is. 84.
96.
Oh, wow, okay. 69 and 96. See what they did there?
Yeah.
Swap the digits.
Right.
Okay.
So very similar, both the first and second film. Critics don't like them, and it turns out the audience do enjoy them, and that's why they keep getting made. Okay, so we're on to Sonic the Hedgehog 3. It is a PG, 2024, 1 hour 49 minutes.
66 for critics.
It is 86.
What? That's wild.
It's
That's
a bit
wild,
crazy. Because
okay.
Kevin Maher from the Times UK gave it a 0 out of 5. It says on Rotten Tomato. Yet even by the depressing standards set by the Mortal Kombat movies, Uncharted and the first 2 miserable Sonic the Hedgehog outings, this third Sonic is staggeringly poor.
I think someone needs a hug.
It does feel like it.
Yeah.
Someone's put the film is at least 20 minutes too long, but there's a lot of some big lessons about family and friends and belonging that cut through the noise, which is very true.
Yeah, that is true.
I absolutely agree with that. Jim Carrey in dual roles means double the fun. It's silly with a positive message. Silly's a lovely word. Someone's just put, in short, it's a total blast.
Yeah.
Someone's put a worthy conclusion to a series that is much better than one might have expected beforehand. It's not a conclusion, but okay.
No, clearly not.
I think everyone that is making the film just knows what kind of movie it is. I think Jeff Fowler does a really good job of just handling it.
Yeah, exactly. I think you're right. It's like everyone knows what movie they're making. That makes a lot of sense.
Audience.
Well, the last 2 have been in the 90s.
They have. Maybe
this will be 89?
It's 90s, Rich. Come on, mate. 96 again.
96 again. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
5 stars. Sonic 3 is the best movie, along with the Transformers 1. Both are the best movies of the year. Jim Carrey and Keanu Reeves done a good job. Both carried the whole movie. Movie is very interesting and very good. I love it so much.
That's written by a 10-year-old.
Okay. There's someone called Rip, half a star. Seat recliner didn't work, and there was a public disturbance the entire movie, and our suits were taken.
That's got nothing to do with the movie.
It's mad that you were
None of what you just said is anything to do with the movie.
It was action-packed and had some great effects. There was a lot of audible laughs through the theatre. Kids really enjoyed it.
Yeah, there were a few audible chuckles. Yeah. Well,
my kids and I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Stay for the credits until the end. Yep. It's, someone's put decent installment to the Sonic franchise. Keanu Reeves' Shadow was cool. We look forward to the part 4 that got teaser in the mid-credits. 3.5 stars. 5 stars. I love Jim Carrey.
And Jim Carrey is very Jim Carrey in it as well, right?
Like I said, he absolutely must love doing them from start to finish. Because there's no way, I'm sure he gets paid very well for it.
I just thought of something. The girl, Maria, who in this, she's young Furiosa at the start of Furiosa.
Is she?
Yeah, I meant to say that earlier and forgot.
I did not clock that. That's a good spot. Well done. She was great. I loved that whole storyline.
Yeah,
I was really into that, and I was like, well, that's the bit maybe for the adults and the kids.
Yeah,
enjoy.
I didn't think you got enough of that. That's the shame.
Is it meant to be? I think it was quite well balanced for what they were going for. It's a hard film to balance when you're trying to put. I was about to give away a spoiler then, but hey, we're doing well. We're not going to do it. Once that happens, in with what the other film is happening on the other side.
Yeah, that's true.
Sonic the Hedgehog being Saki and making 90s references and stuff like that. And, James Marsden and giving him advice and stuff like that. I mean, all films could be, for me, are better with James Marsden in, because I think he's cracking. I think he's a good actor. Jury Service proves how funny he can be.
Okay.
And how brilliant. Have you watched that, the TV series?
You told me about it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you should definitely watch it. It's fucking great. One of the best things I watched last year, actually. Was it last year? Years now. I'm over 40. Years will just all blend into one. Anyway, so let's rate this bad boy out of 7 and unequal sequel it.
Okay.
It's a tough one.
Funnily enough, before we even looked at what we gave Sonic 2, I was going to say 4 out of 7 and it's an equal sequel.
Right.
And I've just seen what I gave Sonic 2 and it was a 4 out of 7 and an equal sequel.
No, you gave it 4.5 out of 7.
Did I? I thought you gave it. You gave it 4.
I gave it 4.
All right, 4.5 then. It's fine. I'm happy. It's the same as Sonic 2.
Yeah. I'm also going to do the same as Rich in here and think it's very much an equal sequel. The whole of this franchise is just
all quite equal. Yeah, all
very equal. Bread and butter stuff. You can see where they put the money. It's fun. Everyone's having fun on screen. I think the directors and Jeff Fowler and everyone who's making the film does a good job with it. My only concern is if they keep going, But they will keep going. They are going to keep going. There is going to be a fourth. But sooner or later, they're going to have to change something somewhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if it keeps making money and the kids still love it and, stuff like that, then why stop? It's fine. It's fun.
Yeah.
Are we good critics?
No. But that's okay, because people don't come here for that. They come here for us being like, friends talking to each other.
Oh, where everybody knows our name.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like last year, 2024, is for us, a hard year sequel-wise. Yeah. And this one is not bad. It's not great. It's not offensive in any way. It didn't make me angry.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine with a smile, not fine with a frown.
And I think that means it's a recommendation from us.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd say so, especially for kids. It's a kids' film. Take the kids. Go watch it. It's worth it. And have a little chuckle at Jim Carrey dancing with himself.
Yeah. What a scene. It's mad. Did your son ask any questions when you got back about it?
Not really.
He doesn't care what your opinion
we haven't
is.
really talked about it, to be honest. No.
Okay.
He's too enamoured with the wild robot at the moment.
Who can blame him? To be honest. Now that is a good animated movie. Well, I suppose Sonic isn't an animated movie. I'm going to say, I think the CGI was pretty good in this film, that I just accept those hedgehogs were walking, talking, furry animals. By the end of it. You do just accept it, I think. And I think that's, that's a credit to the films. So... Yay! And I think we'll both agree, if there is this and Mufasa came out the same day, which one would you send the kids to?
This one, yeah, definitely. I enjoyed this more than Mufasa, I think.
Good, me too. I agree. Thank God.
I don't know what score I gave Mufasa, to be honest.
You gave it a 3.5.
Yeah, well, that's fine then. Yeah, because I enjoyed this more than Mufasa.
And I gave it a 3. You see, now you've got a spreadsheet. You can check what you gave your mad scoring systems to. Yeah, the only man, me and you score a film, none. One day we'll redo an episode we'll go back.
Yeah.
And fix and change some scores on things.
Okay. Oh, so the only thing that I've given 0 to was Matrix Resuscitations or whatever it's called.
Yes, but now you at least give it a half because they made something.
Yeah, that's true. I've changed since 2022, was it? 2021? I can't remember. But yeah.
It should have the year in it. So it was the beginning of 2022, the end of 2021.
Okay. I had a bad back. That's all I can remember.
I do remember the bad back saga. You were like that guy I just read out. The seat recliner didn't work.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I double hated Matrix because my back hurt.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's all. So go check it out. Number 4 is coming in 2027. So we'll be back again watching another one of these movies. My wife did not like this movie, by the way.
Oh, did she?
Tiff was not a big fan of it.
Oh, no.
She was like, but thanks for getting me out of the house.
Well, that's a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah,
my New Year's resolution is to watch more movies at the cinema.
Is it?
Yeah, that aren't just sequels.
Yes, mine too.
Yeah.
And mine's older movies. And basically just to be more positive about life. And stay a bit fitter mentally and physically.
100%. Yeah.
So let's see which movie breaks that. So who knows? Do you want to show the lovely people out?
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. It's this way, doors over there. You have to go past another slice.com/unequal sequel before you leave. Please exit through that gift shop. And whilst you're there, if you wouldn't mind paying $2.99 a month for our super special slicer service, where you'll get Disenfranchised, Box Set Mentality, and the sequel sessions, extras to our interview episodes. And did I say it's only $2.99 a month? Bargain, right? Absolute bargain. That's anotherslice.com/unequal sequel. Go and buy it now. Spend your Christmas money on it. I promise it's worth it. Also, if you wouldn't mind following us on social media, even the bad ones, just type Unequal Sequel in and we'll pop up on there. Not sure how long we'll be on that bad one for. We are winding it down a bit. But so yeah, just type in Unequal Sequel on wherever you do your social mediaing, and you'll find us on there. Please tell your friends, send them in our direction, helps people find the podcast. Also, if you wouldn't mind tapping us out a little review, 5 stars, please. And as soon as we get to 205-star reviews, we will do some sort of competition-y thing so you can win something cool. And yeah, we'll become certified Rotten Tomatoes critics, because that's what we do. If you haven't listened to our almost 3-hour epic episode, our Gremlins 3 crossover episode with the Sequelizers, you really need to go and do that, especially if you're a super special slicer, because, you know, there's some things in there just for you. Yeah.
Good job. We're going to start planning season 8. Probably.
Oh my God, season 8, man.
We've had our break, and we've now got to get our minds turning, the wheels
do our
whirring.
pub trip and get some more names on the list. So
that'll be I'm really looking forward to that one. And then season 9, and then episode 100.
Wowzers.
We are planning to do some other stuff on during the year, hopefully more creative, with maybe some video stuff. We've got some equipment, if we can work out how to work it, because that is always our problem.
Yes.
So,
what we discovered was that Matt from Sequelizers is a much better director than we are.
Incredible job with that quick video, yes. Damn it.
We started filming, he took over, it was 100 times better in like 3 seconds.
That's what he does, isn't it? That's what he does.
Yeah, true.
Well, anyway, I'm not going to go into how we work a camera and how I didn't know what the swivel button was and stuff like that. Anyway, it is a goodbye from me. Goodbye from him.
Bye!
See you in the next one. Sequel to this one. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
George wanted to get me to let you know that the party bag from your birthday was the best party bag ever.
Oh, I'll let Tiff know, because she made them.
He was very happy that he got a bag of sweets.
Well, if people are listening to now, they're thinking, birthday party bags. Yeah, I had party bags. I was 40. It's great.
Yeah, it was great.
We sat there, we had a screening of Top Gun Maverick, and I had a massive slice of birthday cake in front of me, and I was happy as pig and shit, to be honest at that point.
Beers, birthday cake, sweets, cocktails. It was amazing.
It was great. And I'm 40 now, and I'm happy to be 40. I'm fine with that. Fine.
You sound fine.
I'm fine.